The first one we'll just deal with and get it out of the way, and that is the important and urgent. So important, again, it's that valuable task. It's a task which is going to contribute to achieving your goal, and or it's going to contribute to your contribution to the world and how you want to be seen in the world. If it falls into that and you need to do it, as in now or by tomorrow or by the next day, it's urgent, just do it. You have to get that one done. It's the other three categories that give you options. And these options are the fun things. These options give you a lot more opportunity that maybe you hadn't realized that you had. So let's look at a task which is not important that you do it, but it is urgent. The sort of task I mean here would be something like, I walk my dog, but whilst it is urgent that she's walked at a certain time in the day, and as much as I love doing it, it's not desperately important that I do it. Somebody else could do it. A bit like filling the washing machine. It's a bit like cooking dinner. If it's important, it's not important that you do it, but it needs to be done, then delegate it. Delegate it. Give it to someone else to do. Not only does delegation give you an opportunity to empower others, so if this was a task which is work related, if you can delegate it to one of your team members, you are actually growing their skills anyway, and you are showing that you trust them, which is even better. So that's an opportunity for you, and it gets done, and you have actually freed up your time to do more of the important and urgent things. The reason why we don't like delegating is, for some reason we tend to think, oh, I must hold on to it all. Well, the reason is ego. Only I can do it this perfectly. I know how to do it. It must be done this particular way. And that's fine. That's fine. But the question you need to ask yourself is, are you okay living a life that's fine? Because the only way you can free yourself up to grow is by trusting other people to do the job. Maybe you have to spend a tiny bit of time teaching them how to do it. And maybe you have to be mindful about who you choose to have around you so that you can trust them to do it as well. But if you can start letting go of some of the things that you do not need to do, then you can actually start focusing on placing your energies into areas where you can express, you can grow, you can flourish. The other two categories, important but not urgent. And this is, again, it's important to see your friends, but you could put it off. Delay it. You can tell people, I'm really sorry, I can't do it today, but I will get it done for you by next week. I've had a surprising amount of work requests come in just now, and I've had to tell every single one of them, hang on a minute, I'm just in the middle of back-to-back lectures and webinars at the moment, but I will respond to you in full by next week. And that's just what I have to do. Why? Because I don't want to rush it. I don't want to give that client or that person the impression that I don't care, or that I will rush things and have lots of spelling mistakes or something like that. I do want to give that impression that I am going to give it time to think about it, that they are important to me. So you can delay things, and you can set yourself a time by when you're going to do it, but don't set yourself up. Make sure you are going to be able to do it by that time. And finally, if it's not important and not urgent, just delete it. Just get rid of it. And that was one of my favorites, because it always comes with me telling you, it's okay to edit your life. It's okay to curate your life. It is okay to drop people who are exhausting you from your life. And if you cannot, if you have some maybe toxic relationships around, but they are important to you and you can't drop them, then unfortunately what you might have to do is delay them to a point where you're better able to cope, Or you might have to do lots of other things to energize you. So when you do go and see them, you're actually feeling a lot better able to cope. But if they're not important to you, and it's not urgent that you have to do something with that particular task or that particular person or that particular event, delete it. You do not need it.